So a lot of people are starting to plan the 2024 year. And it's really, really important to build a solid plan since the beginning of the year so you can really have map everything you need to do. But here's the biggest mistake. When companies started doing their plan, they're just focused on the next year. No. You have to build a 3 to 5 year plan that it's a much longer, more strategic place where you want to be. And then say, okay, what do I need to do next year in 2024 to be able to go on track to get to my 3-year plan? So first, who needs to participate in your 3-year plan or your planning for next year? Your management team. You need to have every person in charge of each division of your company. Head of sales, operations, finance, every division that you have, you need to have your head of that department represented. Because whenever you're doing the plan, whenever the head of sales is talking about their sales plan, I want the head of operations to understand what the sales manager is doing or thinking, so they know exactly how to adapt their operation to be able to serve to that. So make sure every area or every department in your business is represented correctly. Then, what's the format of the reunion? First, I want to prepare. I want to bring data so we have the right data on the table and be able to start. And to do that, I want to review 2 things before I start my planning. First, my SWT, the typical SWOT analysis that we're used to. We love the SWOT analysis, but the problem with the SWOT analysis, it gives you myopia. Let me kind of walk you through this. You have your strengths and weaknesses that are internal, that's fine. But then you start talking about your opportunities and your threats. And what happened when you start thinking of opportunities and threats? If I ask you, give me an opportunity or give me a threat, you think very, very short term. So you're just looking at what's happening today. If I ask you what's the trends that could hit your business positively or negatively or affect your business positively or negative in the future, then you look longer into the future. So if you really want to build a 3 to 5 year plan, you have to start understanding your strengths and weaknesses plus the trends in the market. And that way you raise the eyes of the team and start looking longer. And for me, the SWT is where you're standing. If you ask me to run a race, let's say, and the ground is grass or is sand or is pavement, my strategy is going to change. I want you to know exactly your strengths, your weaknesses, and the trends in the market before you do your strategy. And that is telling you where you're standing. Now you could start building your strategy. Once you have your SWT, I want you to review your long-term strategy, the pillars of your strategy, your BHAG, your X factor, brand promise, what client is are you serving, and you have really understand and kind of review what your long-term plan and long-term strategy. So now you have your SWOT, that's where you're standing. You understand your long-term and who you are and all your strategy. And then you start planning to 3 to 5 years. And when you start planning your 3 to 5 years, first start with KPIs. What do we need to accomplish in the next 3 to 5 years to make sure we have a successful, let's say, 3-year plan? So I want to be doing, I'm going to invent, I want to double revenue, I want to open a new market, want to launch these new products. What do you need to accomplish in the next 3 years or 5 years to be successful? And you're going to write the KPIs first of what do we need to accomplish to be successful. And then you're going to say, okay, great. To get to those KPIs, what are the priorities? And now you're going to build the priorities to be able to accomplish those KPIs. And here, a lot of people get confused because, well, a goal is to do $1 million more in revenue or $10 million more in revenue. No, that's a KPI. That's a goal that you want to achieve. Give me the priority you're going to do to be able to do that. And said, well, today we just do inbound marketing and sales. We need to open an outbound sales department to be able to double revenue. The priority is open an outbound team, a sales team, and the goal is to do, let's say, $10 million more of revenue. So you first get the KPIs, and then you do the priorities that will help you do those KPIs. And once you have your 3-year plan, you do exactly that for your next year plan. So what's the best tool that I use to do my planning session? And that's a 1-page strategic plan from Scaling Up. So below there's a link if you want to download the growth tools from Scaling Up, and go to the 1-page strategic plan in page 8 and 9. And when I do my planning session, my foundation of my strategy is column 1 and 2. And that's what I review, my core values, my BHAG, my brand promise and all that. And then below in the 1-page plan, you will see the SWT, strengths, weakness, and trends. And that's, as I said, where are you standing? And then what we do is first column 3, that is the 3 to 5 year plan. And then column 4 is the 1-year plan. Follow the format. It's super powerful. I've been using it for over 23 years. Every year I do my planning session. I review my 3 to 5 year plan. I do my quarterly, everything using the one-page strategic plan by Scaling Up. And below there's a free link so you could download, so you could do your planning session using that plan. All right, hope it helps. Thank you.